They're set up for the charge. Great body control on the open floor.
He just has no fear. Carl Krauser attacks off the dribble in transition and also in the half court.
Well, he boxed as the youngster, Jay.
There he is with the rebound again. That's number 9 on a missed shot by St. Francis. Here comes Krauser. Alley-oop. And it's home. And the Panthers lead it.
As good as anybody in the league.
He's the most dynamic player in the NBA. And quite honestly, all due respect to Garnett, Kobe, and the rest of the young players, the most dynamic player in a long, long time.
Krauser, a pretty dynamic performer here for Pittsburgh. His second three in the half, and Pitts caught all the way back from what was one.
What's up? You already know what's going on, y'all. Right over left be the best. Respect my journey, baby. Welcome. It's your host, Carl Krauser, Cruising King, King Krauser, a.k.a. that old black magic, baby. Welcome, everybody. What's up, y'all? It's always love, man. That energy's here, baby. Yeah. You know, we got that good episode ready for y'all. We gonna show respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. We gonna show that respect, you know what I'm talking about? To my man, my brother, my peoples from home team. You know what I mean? With God bless the grass to be green. From BRONXDALE Projects. My brother, Melvin Smalls, a.k.a. Drag Dash. Oh, let's go, baby. This right here is from my peoples in the let's go. Man, me and my man, Melvin Smalls, man. Mel Jason Smalls, man. That's my man, Mel, kid. Drag, B. That's my people's respect to you. I'm so proud of you. I got a chance to type it to you and all of that, but I never really got a chance to tell you, man. Super humbly proud of you. Appreciate everything you've done. You inspired me as a young person to keep going. You know, man, we went to Stevenson. I mean, before Stevenson, you know, we was at CS-47, you know, on there when we was young kids. And we went on the IS-116, you know, jumping on that 27 or that 4 bus or that train to Hunts Point, you know what I mean? And it was crazy going through those journeys, man, and all of those different obstacles we went through with our parents, going through the stuff with our family members, going through the stuff in the projects in BRONXDALE. Shout out to BRONXDALE, respect everybody in BRONXDALE, our family. This is where we grew up. You know, I used to go get mail sometime for school and all of that in the morning. Me, B. Brown, man, James, LJ, we'll go walk to school. Sometimes just be me and him. Sometimes, you know, I've been in the crib before. It's just, you know, being solid people. We inspired to be more than just people that settled for where they were. We wanted more. We knew we were super special, and we wanted, and not saying anybody else isn't special, and not saying anybody else didn't inspire to be more in the projects. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we had this special gift that we worked on. His was music, mine was sports. It was basketball, baseball, football, box, whatever I could do. Whatever he put me in front of with sports, I'm doing it. You know, I even tried my hand a little bit at, you know, with music a little bit, but I was kind of shaky, and my confidence wasn't as high in music as it was in sports. You know what I mean? My dad was a singer, as we talked about, and he created his own songs and everything. He wrote his own songs, and you know, sometime my brother raps, you know what I mean, and I used to be in the house, you know, writing down different rhymes. I know it sounds a little crazy, but yeah, it's my brother putting me on to the Locks and different people, and I'm listening to Rakim and all these other people, KRS-One, and all other greats. And I'm sitting there in the 90s and the 80s, you know what I mean? We would listen to Sugar Hill Gang and everybody else from back then, Cold Crush, everybody. So I have, you know, we hear the Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knights, we hear my man Curtis, you know, we got everybody. Just, you know, Mayfield, we have everybody, you know, just everybody, man, was just all the music. My dad had just a hallway, the living room hallway was stacked full of music. So I was just already musically inclined, you know, I was already in tune to everything else. You know, I already had an old soul as a young fella. So I seen that my man Drag had the same thing. He had a real big passion and hunger to be known through music. He just was dedicated, just like I was dedicated to going to the park in the morning after watching, even before I was watching Above the Rim, but I knew I had to do more than everybody else to stand out in this sport because nobody was going to help me. See, where we're from in BRONXDALE, we didn't have too many people trying to pretty much help us do better. You get what I'm saying? And put us in some stuff. We had some people like Mr. Jeff, but in different, I'm from the second section. He's from the first section. BRONXDALE has 3 sections. And we have sides, east and the west on each side. So he's from the first section, you know what I mean? But on the same side that I'm on. We call our side the dark side. So it's crazy because in the first section is real aggressive tools. Every section is wild aggressive. But you know, in every other section is different. You know, in the projects it's got different sections, different type of areas. Some is way more, you know, way more stuff happens over there. Way more violence sometimes happens over there, but violence still happens in my section and in another section. So it's like, you know what I mean? And certain people was gonna go for certain things, and we had like a family-oriented type of projects. And it was so cool to see us rise from that. But when we going through these obstacles in the projects, how people was using drugs, shootings, we had straight real life, like, it's funny now I'm laughing, but we had real life serial killers like the Zodiac Killer, the Hammer Man, and other people that I can name. We had people really killing kids and putting them, stuffing them in incinerators in our projects. Like, we had a lot of wild stuff going on we don't really talk about, but it's these thoughts and memories that we have in our journey that keeps us strong and hungry. Because we always have these memories since kids in our head. It's embedded in us, and it isn't okay that we have them. But this is what we had to make it out of. You can go outside shooting all over the place. Shooting could be in your building. People get stabbed in your building. You can walk outside to anything. You don't know what day it is, and you don't know if it's your day. And you always have to be aware. So we was coming up going to 116, like I said, traveling all the way to Southern Boulevard. That's like being on this side of the Bronx and we going to the other side. So we around a lot of different gangs, like I said. They had the Latin Kings, they had the Yetas, they had the Simpson Street Posse. They had all of these different gangs, and we had to, you know, trek through these neighborhoods. That's their neighborhoods, predominantly Latino neighborhoods. And we, like I said, we used to have to fight older men, like literally grown older men. Just we're going to school, and just because our skin complexion, it was like that. Like, they'll try to take our jackets, they'll try to anything, man, try to jump us and all of that. And we just was never with it. Like, you just can't do it, man. Just, we represent where we come from in BRONXDALE. Where we come from, you gotta fight. It's just, you gotta learn how to fight. You gotta fight. And don't let nobody take nothing. You can't don't come back over to the project. Somebody took something from somewhere else. Shit, that's a boy. That's a boy. Yeah. What? You better knock it off. You, man, look, man, I'm telling you, I ain't never not come back on my shit. Like, it's just a bad look all the way around before you even get upstairs to your house. You know what I mean? And then if it's known, and then people know and find out, man, it's a bad look for you, okay? It's New York City, baby. It's rarely forgiving, man. It's a city that people rarely forgive, and it's a very violent city. Very violent. It's high, intense anger all the time because a lot of people are going through money problems. You know, you can't, you know, eat the way you want. You can't dress the way you want. You can't pay your bills on time sometimes. You can't, you know, enjoy yourself and take care of your kids sometimes. You know, it's a lot of things, and he made it through all of that just like I made it through all of it. We played on the same team together in IS 116 called the IS 116 Wild Bunch. We salute to and respect to everybody that was on that team. And we was white and blue. We had reversible jerseys, blue and white. It was like royal blue, kind of like something almost like this color. you know, but it was a little darker. And it was a fun experience because we took initiative. This was the cool thing about all of us as young kids in the projects in New York City. We grow up as like little adults. You know what I mean? Like, we have to take care of each other. Some of them have to take care of themselves. And with that said, those people that are heady enough and knowledgeable enough and more aware than others, they would help those other kids, whether it be male, female, they would help those other kids, you know, eat, share food with them, you know, just keep them away from out of trouble, share shelter with them, bring them to the house for a little while, play video games. You don't know, just for those hours and those times and minutes that you're spending away from out of the streets, how much it can save your life. The more you're away from the streets and out of the streets, it can save your life. And that's what I understood as a smart young kid, and a kid that was aware. Like, I was very alert in the projects and outside the projects. Just in New York City, you have to be aware. You have to be able to think on the fly. You have to be able to think fast. You have to be able to talk and articulate yourself fast, but you have to watch the words you use. You have to watch the words you use. So we get down like that, and people was always trying to trick you with words. There's always some trickery, so you always gotta watch yourself. People would try to talk you into saying stuff and talk you into troubles, and they came to you with a smile and everything else, or they came to you straight. You know, they came to you how they come, balls. And we all have to get through stuff, man. We all had to go through stuff, and we had to get through it. We had to show people we built for life. So we had to organize a petition. You know, we wrote on the paper, we had to organize a petition and get the coach, you know, to sign it and put some names, you know, get players and put some names on the board. And this was crazy because when I was 6th grade year, Drag was born January 4th. Drag was born January 4th, 1980. And I'm born May 13, 1981. He's a year older than me, well, 5 months older than me, excuse me. So, with that said, like, it's like we both have this leadership skill, like this individual leadership skill, like, yo, we going through this, Leo, we going through this, let's do this. We can empower each other and we can help each other to do this. And we made a basketball team called the IS-116 Wild Bunch. The coach okayed it. We got the principal in them to get us some jerseys and blue shorts, I think. And man, were we the happiest kids, boy. And they had a team too, 6th grade. When we got there, it was my man Rel and them on the team. My man Terrell. Shout out to Terrell and his brother. You know what I mean? MC, hey. Me and him got an inside joke of the hood. You know, a little inside thing, you know. And so we all got together, me, him, B Brown, my man LJ. Oh, salute to everybody, respect everybody I just named, B Brown and James, man, LJ, because we all from the same projects. They all from the first section, I'm from the second section. I was like one of the only ones besides my man Benjamin Very and a couple other dudes that went to IS-116 over there for my projects. Southern Boulevard, like I said, is near the 4 to 5 train in a different place, you know, going towards 3rd Avenue in the Bronx. But before Prospect Ave, and all that area over there, big drug block, a lot of crimes, a lot of murders, and they don't care about your age. New York City does not care about your age. When you're talking about soul snatching and taking the soul, when they double S, it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter when they double S. And you had to be willing to fight back and do whatever you have to do to win and get home. See, I don't think you people understand what I'm saying to you. Me, Dragon, and a couple other young kids that's 15, well, younger than that. You know what I mean? We in 6th grade. We had to really, like, set our mind to where we're getting on these trains and these buses in the morning that we might get killed. We might get stomped out, stabbed, shot to death. Going to junior high school. Do you really understand what I'm saying? That man and myself, we have made it from, I mean, just, man, man, forget a hair in the head, boy, less than that. I'm talking about consistently shootouts, consistently violence, like consistent violence all the time, no matter where you go, what borough you go to, however you travel. On your travel, and just being outside of New York is dangerous. That's why I respect everybody in my city, and I love all of those young kids in my city, and that's why I'll never give up on them young kids in my city and all around the world, those kids in them cities, because they go through stuff and they hold and embody stuff more, man, more pain, more anger, more just self-anxiety, more just baggage, man, than we should have to deal with. We shouldn't have to talk to you about almost being shot to death playing basketball. We shouldn't have to talk to you about almost getting jumped and shot to death after a rap battle, or after coming from the store, or after going to the the pizza shop. When we go to these pizza shop and these Chinese stores and these places, yes, things can happen, and we can lose our life at a young age in New York City. Quick. It's never a New York minute. See, they tell you a New York minute, but the New York minute is a New York second. See, the world's minute is a New York second. The world's minute is a New York second. It's that fast. That's true story facts. 100% infinite facts. Infinite percent facts. And Drag has done his thing, man. You understand what it was? Like, I felt so proud to see him. We had a concert, not a concert. We had like an auditorium talent show. We had a talent show, and when I tell you, we was gonna go up there and rap. I was gonna be, it was gonna be me and Drag. It was gonna go up there and rap, and we was gonna do our thing for the talent show. Cause I'm telling you, we was like real popular, outspoken, and I'm saying all of this because I'm giving respect to the people in my projects, and I'm giving respect to New York City helping us grow and develop so fast. Because growing and develop so fast gave us certain leadership skills and communication skills, but it also helped save our lives when we left school and we knew how to strategize and get home and make our way home, even if we missed the bus. You know what I mean? And because there's only 1-4 bus going back this way, unless you gotta walk, and you gotta walk like 4 long blocks to get to the 27 bus stop in this picture right here I'm showing you. And I'm telling you, when I say I love New York City with all my heart, I love New York City with all my heart, because that heartbeat and that energy in New York, it can't be matched by anywhere. You don't feel the way you feel in New York City. You don't feel that hustle, that energy just moving through you like air breathing. You don't feel and you don't understand what it is to touch that concrete and feel it like shaking in your body. You don't know what it is to hear some music outside from somebody else's car, but you already listening to music in your New York City head. You got your New York City vibe, and you already have music on, and you don't even have earphones in, and you're just moving to your own beat, but at a fast pace, hustling and getting to where you gotta go, so you can make some money, so you can do something, and whatever you're on your way to, you're doing it at a fast pace. It's rare that you see people in New York trying to linger around because nobody's trying to be caught. It's like having a bunch of cattle, but there's a bunch of lions and different other stuff around trying to, you know what I mean? I don't want to call it cattle and stuff, but you get what I'm saying? At any time, it's like a bunch of deadly animals or different deadly people, that can harm you. And that's just a fact. You know what I mean? I don't like comparing human beings to animals. But sometimes we can be so violent and vulgar, man. You kind of take on that animality of a very, very, very nasty killer. You get what I'm saying? And in New York City, it's only the strong survive in the Bronx, baby. And every borough inside the Bronx. Every borough inside New York. It's straight that serious. We fighting grown 30-some-year-old men at young ages. You know what I mean? In 7th grade, 8th grade, we almost got killed a few times. And, in what, I forgot what grade he got it in, when he got his skull, like on the side thing. So no, on the right side, pardon me. But when he got his skull, I was there and I came back and helped. I was talking to my man's sister up the block, my man Lisandro. Salute the respect. I don't know if y'all watching Lisandro. I hope you're still alive. Shout out to the Dominican Republic and all my people from over there too. But I was so far away, and LJ and B Brown was way closer than there, and got into the altercation, whatever, we're not going back into that. And I went down there and helped them because I knew the dude, and the other dudes I didn't know. The other dudes was in the gang, and the dude that I know that was on our team, he got off, and by the time I got there, and they got off, and he took them and they dipped up and ran. Just I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then kind of say like at home in our projects, you taught, yo, don't come back home without your peoples. You get what I'm saying? You got to stand up with each other. You got to stand up for each other. You stand up together. You stand together and you fight together. You don't run and lead the people. You fight together, man. And that's how we was taught. And sometimes, that's a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing. And every time I made it my business to jump out the bus, moving bus, and they have the things under the train, the poles, I jumped out the moving bus, lift up the bag, and jumped out to go help him fight. That's the type of time I was on. You know what I mean? I ain't have to chill with him every day to know when a person needs help. The rest of them stayed on the bus. This is the type of stuff I was doing in junior high school, though. You know what I'm saying? Like before we even got to Stevenson. And it's a blessing because at that moment when he was on stage and they called us, and I was like, I ain't going. I wrote a whole rap and everything. I had a whole rap. You know what I mean? I had a whole rap. I'm the lyrical mass murderess. You heard of this. I'm off the vertebrates. And then I was going to keep going. And I was like, chill. Like, I was practicing and all that. I still remember the words. Like, some of the words, I ain't going to front. But as you just heard. But I was saying it different. And used to, when back in those days, used to have to tell people, I'm the lyrical this. You know what I mean? And it was about being a crazy person back then. You know what I mean? Hey, grimy. We got that Onyx joint. You guys tell people I'm the lyrical mass murderess. You heard of this. I'm off the vertebrates. You know what I mean? We're like, come on, son. I'm like, you off the vertebrates. So, Drag got up there, boy. Whoo! Talking about, it was like, it was showtime. After you follow. You know what I mean? He went up there, tore that joint. Damn. Boy, went in full throttle. Yes, sir. He was it, kid. You can see him shining. I'm just looking at him up there, feeling like a dummy. I felt like a nutball. I was like, let's go. But I'm in my head like, damn, big, that was your shot. Because when you seen everybody just sitting there and he get up there doing this joint, and people know he has a stuttering speech impediment problem. So he's worked on that. He's worked on that for a long time, and I'm so happy that he's worked on it and he stayed solid and he kept going, man, because that's a type of that's a competitive challenge right there within itself. You know what I mean? And to see him go from arguments, lunchtime, ready to fight anytime. That was the one thing we was on. We ready to fight at any time. And that's what I love. But sometimes it's like, sometimes you gotta think. You gotta chill. You gotta relax, And we had so much anger in us in because of the way we grew up and because of the stuff that was happening before we left our house in that morning. The stuff that happened that night, you know what I mean? The night before. So it was super rough. And I seen them get up there and just release all of that. Just all that energy just came off him and came out of him. All that anger, just boom. And all that good energy just went through the room. Boom, the whole auditorium got caught by the drag on fire, man. It just hit him with the drag fire. And drag on, drag dash. Talking about the dash when you hit the teachers too, the adults. I mean, the adults they doing they wiggle. They doing they Cajun wiggle, all the other stuff. They biting their lips when they feel it. He was killing. And man, I was sitting up there after he was done. I'm talking about everybody got up. The whole auditorium got up, clapped, cheered. Yeah, he was super, super more popular after that, champ. It was crazy, man. So, from then on, he just inspired me to always want to do better, always want to go hard. I'm like, if drag gonna make it in the music, I gotta make it in basketball so we can, have that talk, the people from the projects that became famous. He was going to be the rapper, and I was going to be the athlete, the basketball player, making it to the NBA. He makes it famous, and we both going to be in movies, and he's going to both be in rap videos together, and we both going to be successful, and we both going to be sponsored by people, just being more marketable and helping more kids and showing love and giving energy to the adults and just everybody in between, you know, and everybody older. It was just a plan, you know what I mean? It was a focus. It was just like I said, it was a part of the journey, you know what I mean? It was a goal. And shoot, seeing my man drag a dash, my man, boy, he was in a movie, man. Look, okay, let me just help y'all out. Yeah, I have some notes. Just want to help y'all out real quick. Because I don't think y'all understand. Because it's crazy. Just to be, he started giving y'all this fire in 1997. He signed to the label, right? Interscope, 1997. And I remember back then, man, like he was 17 years old, we were 17, like, and I'm playing, and I'm still at Stevenson, and I'm trying to get right, and I'm trying to, you know, playing every AAU tournament, trying to kill, playing every street tournament, trying to, excuse me, not kill, but, you know, get buckets and do my thing and do well in the tournaments, trying to just be very productive with my time, trying to stay out of trouble. It's a lot to do when you're an athlete and when you're a person too, just growing up in New York. You have to do certain things at certain times. You have to be able to move through certain neighborhoods. You got to know how to do all of this stuff. So him joining a real live record label, his goal has been reached, but he knew he had more work to do. He wasn't complacent, and that's the same type of attitude we have. Like we're never happy in the sense that we know we have more to accomplish. We have more to offer the people. We have different. Our range is so high, man. You can't pinpoint it. You get what I'm saying? We can do anything we set our mind to, but certain people can, you know, certain people can misunderstand us because of our passion, because of the way we talk too. Sometimes when somebody tries to, you know, a situation that might not be that serious to another person because you said whatever you said, well, it's that serious to us. Because in our area that we grew up in, you can't let anybody just slip and slide with something out their mouth, because it is that serious, and that could land you in jail. It could land you to a aggressive, violent altercation. So in the Bronx, the boogie down, you know, we love the Bronx. It's just the way. You know, you lead by example. It could be you knew how to talk to people, or you knew how to talk to people. You know, that's just the way it goes. And in 1997, he was with Interscope. And boy, he hit Interscope. Then he dropped the opposite of H2O at 20 years old. 3 years later, after being signed to a label, 3 years later, H2O, the opposite of H2O, in the year 2000. You know, when that joint came out, how proud we was in the Bronx, like, and how proud we was in BRONXDALE projects, how proud we was in New York City, but in our projects, we was all going crazy. Yeah, Drag, that's my man, da da da. I we love Drag, yeah, let's go, boy. We got one from the hood, X up, baby, yeah, it's going crazy. Like, we was vibed out because people used to try to talk about our area and all of this, the violence, the this, the that, and we don't have this. Man, look, man, we have stars, we have people. Some people just have to come get to know us. Some people just have to come around in BRONXDALE, in our area, boy. We have talent, we have stars, we have dancers, singers, poetic writers, doctors, lawyers, everything, pilots, construction workers, whatever you want, whatever you need. You know what I mean? Teachers, leaders at all aspects. We have leaders. We breed leaders. You get what I'm saying? So, and we breed people with good confidence and a great work ethic, man. Everybody in the projects isn't just about violence, man. There's people in the projects that has dreams. They have goals and aspirations to do better in the world. So I'm just telling you right now, sharing with you how myself and Dragon was out here doing our thing to become successful. We had a dream and a vision, and we was just trying to implement that and put that and let that and help that dream come to true, like come to life, breathe that into life, you know, to existence, into the world. 20 years old, he dropped his first album. You know, that first album sold over 500 copies. Bananas. For a 20-year-old to come out and be 17 and join a record label is just different. You're nervous. You get what I'm saying? It's, you know, everybody does have the confidence, but you're still a human being. You're still growing. And it's not like a lot of us growing up in the hood has, you know, this type of backing or intelligent person behind them that knows the business. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't have that. We don't have that. So if people wanna, you know, people wanna try to jerk us at a time, sometimes we might be more gullible in believing that they have the best interest for us, or they might know more about this situation than we do, or more knowledgeable about the situation than we are. And sometimes we are uncomfortable with speaking up in certain things, like certain aspects of business and stuff like that. So, man, selling over 500 copies is amazing to me. I'm not gonna lie. They earned three gold certs, 3 gold certifications, and it was recording industry recognized by the Association of America, the RIAA. Sick with it, man. He left Interscope Records and he was issued a debut alongside. He was issued a debut alongside the Rough Riders. You get what I'm saying? The Rough Riders. Boy, they got the bike joint. They got the bike organization. And they have had historical lyricists and producers that has been blessing the sound waves of hip hop for years. And respect to everybody over there, Rough Rider. We love it, man. We respect your journeys, and we're thanking you. We appreciate you for even bringing that sound, that music, that energy to New York City, to the Bronx, to the whole entire globe. Thank you very much. We respect that. Back to live action, though. So knowing that my man was over there killing 3 gold certs, over 500,000 copies, over 500,000 copies. Sheesh, one more time. For over 500,000 copies. Not 100. Knock it off. Man, he left Interscope, like I said, and he joined Rough Riders. You know, and he was with Virgin Records, too. So, in 2004, he hit you with that second album. Boy, Hell and Back, man. And I don't think y'all understand. See, the meaning, I understand, like, he's been through so much, like I said. You know, those nights when our parents or our parents on drugs, those nights and they're fidgeting around doing stuff, it's very scary for us. Those nights when we don't have anywhere to sleep, or maybe those nights that, you know, we're scared to death of our people, or those nights where it's just arguing and screaming and we don't want to hear it and we're not understanding what's going on, and then we start getting it, but we really don't understand what's going on physically inside you. We don't know what the drug is doing to you. We can see how it's making you act, but we can't see anything else. And with that said, that makes you a lot more closed off to other people, and it makes you also a little more fast and anxious and ready to react to negativity from anybody else, because it's like, I can't take that from my peoples. I mean, I could take that from my family, but I'm not taking that from you. You're going to give me my respect, or we just going to have to do what we're going to have to do. That's just how it is. It's just how it goes. You people might think everybody's so combative and all this other stuff. We grew up in a place where you had to physically be ready to defend yourself and fight for your life. I don't think you understand, even against your own. I don't think you get it. It's a very high chance that you might be fighting every day. It's a very high chance. And he's made it out of there, man. He didn't play basketball. He wasn't an actor off top. But, hey, when after he did that, 2004, when he hit you with that hell and back. Because, like I said, he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot. And, man, I'm telling you, that's one strong brother, man, inside, man. Mentally and physically inside, God bless him. We are here rooting with you, man. He hit you with exit wounds in 2001 with DMX, man. Darkman X, 2001. God bless RIP Darkman X. We love you. We miss you forever, family. That's a fact, man. Listening to DMX before games was amazing. Rocking the DMX. I'm listening to DMX for games in high school. I'm listening to DMX just go crazy on people. Like, man, like, he even gave me some confidence, like, in myself, like, just to not care and just let people see, you know, certain things. And I had to bring certain things, will certain things back in about myself, because in the Bronx and anywhere else in New York, you don't want to expose your hand too fast. You don't want to expose your hand too fast, man, and let the world see what you can do too fast, man. It messes up a lot of things, even though it could be a positive for certain things. It can be a different thing and a different outlook, the way people look at you from that point forward and after you done expose yourself. So all exposure isn't good exposure, and everything doesn't deserve a reaction. In 2003, my man Drag, man, did it again, man. DMX comfortably. Come here, man. Young fella, come here, young fella. I rock with you. I see big things, man. I see myself in you. I see big things about to happen for you. I really dig your energy. I respect you. Let me put you onto the game and show you what's going on here. Let me show you how to move through this and maneuver through this game right here, through this business. Let me expose you to the world and open the world, open your eyes to what's going on in this industry, but what's going on in life. Because we needed some type of positive role model, a male role model in our life that was a strong one. And God bless my Uncle Shy. He was taken from me too early, but we still had other people. And sometimes everybody doesn't have other people, and you only have that one angel that comes and sparks that light in you and makes you feel comfortable and protected. And we all want to feel like that at some point in time as human beings. So don't ever get it twisted. Everybody is human. You're not a demon. You're a human being. You bleed. Your bones break. You know, you get sick. All of that stuff. Demons don't have any of that stuff. They don't even care about it. Point message. And I'm just saying to y'all, man, after he did that, and you have a chance to be with DMX, and you have a chance to travel the world, talk to him one-on-one, listen to him, share intimate stories, man. You know, just maybe cry with him on some of the stories, laugh with him a lot of the stories, listen and learn about prayer, learn about God. I just think my man Drag, he has been on an amazing journey, man. It's been up, down, roller coaster, but he still stays strong and he still smiled through the whole thing, man. I'm just so very proud of him because I know it wasn't easy. I heard a lot of stuff. I know it wasn't easy, man. I know. But you from the Bronx, and you get that BX love and respect over here from that old Black Magic. And you my peoples, man, my brother, man. You home team. You from the Jets, man. You already know we ain't playing. First, second to the third, you heard? Let's go, baby. We ain't playing no games. BRONXDALE, we here. My platform is here for y'all and everybody else in the world. Let's go, man. We got my man Drag Dash on, man. Salute and respect always to Drag, man. Yo, look, Nori, at Noriega. We need my man Drag on back on Drink Champs again. We gotta show love. We need Nori. Hey, Nori, you gotta tap in with my man Drag, man. He has so much to the story, so much to his journey. People just really need to respect it. And respect to Jim Jones and respect to Mano. Definitely Lobby Boys. Respect to y'all for showing love to Drag On and the Rough Riders and DMX and that song Slide. Yo, it's the Cruising King, man. It's Carl Krauser. It's that old Black Magic. Respect to my brother Drag On, boy. Always love. I appreciate you. You know, it's ride or die all day, baby. Easy. BRONXDALE. Let's get it.
So it's Hampton's ball with a full 45 of the shot by Krauser. That's definitely a trade.
He sent that one from the Bronx.